that this activity is associated with the same person, but
today's my anniversary. On February 11th, 1982, I got off of a bus at O Dark 30 with somebody yelling at me to get on yellow footprints. Well, I found a pair of yellow footprints left there by legends before me. Place called Parris Island, South Carolina. February 11th, 1982. On February 11th, 2005, I stepped off of those yellow footprints, but I retained my title. Today's a good day. It's an anniversary. The Corps is still in good hands. It took me around the world. Outside of Russia and China, there's not many countries I haven't been to. I've even been to get my... Oh, whoever goes down there, they got these giant lizards down there. And they got these things called... looks like a cross between a raccoon and a rat, called banana rats. Got a long tail on them, like a monkey. They got the rock python. Got good bananas, though. And mangoes. World's largest minefield is there. But I've even, just thinking back over my 23 years, and I've been out, if you think about it, I've been out almost as long as I was in now. And it seems like yesterday. I went from Parris Island to Camp Lejeune, from Camp Lejeune to Camp Pendleton, from Camp Pendleton to Okinawa, from Okinawa to Korea, from Korea to Singapore, from Singapore to Thailand, back to Korea, back to the Philippines, been to Guam, been to Wake Island, been to Hawaii. Did a tour of sea duty, did a tour of recruiting duty. I once, as a Marine, in uniform, stood in the same room with 5 living United States presidents. And at the time, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just told to stand here. That was in 1991 after Desert Storm. Photo op. Had a lot of good times and a lot of bad times. But even during the bad time, there was good times. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can find good in everything if you look hard enough for it. Too many times we want to find the bad about anybody and anything. It don't matter. Change starts with us. And just like I made a transformation from civilian to Marine, and from Marine back to civilian life, doesn't mean I have to give up the values that the Marine Corps taught me of honor, courage, and commitment. I pretty much lived my civilian life the way I did in the Marine Corps. Only I don't have formations and inspections, Of course, I do inspect my own stuff. If you don't, if you don't inspect your car every now and then, it could fall apart on you. Or the situation could get worse on you. But pretty much I lived my life the way I did in the Corps. I can still get up early. I still find something to do every day. And try to be the best at it. On the day I retired, I remember talking about how I watched the winds of change blow through the Corps, and we went from like old steel pots to Kevlar helmets, and from the old tortoise shell flak jackets to bulletproof armor and armored vehicles, and even the vehicles changed. We had the old M1 World War II Jeeps when I first went in. We had the old Vietnam M16A1s when I first went in. And I watched the military change in a lot of ways. Watched the world change in a lot of ways too. Those 23 years and over the last 20 years. I wonder what the next 20 years is going to be like. What's it going to be like 20 years from now if I'm still alive and still celebrating the anniversary of my induction into the military? Have you ever stopped to wonder what life is going to be? Did my grandmother ever go, I wonder what life is going to be like 20 years from now when my grandson Dave is born? We need to start planning for the future today. Change starts with us. When I first came home, a lot of people said I talked to them like I was a sergeant. I guess I did. When I went to work and got a job and I was over there busting my butt, some of the better people was telling me, man, you need to slow down. You got all day. You got 8 hours to do that in. I was like, I like getting my job done so I can stand around for a little bit. Well, they'll just put you to work doing something else. I said, well, that's fine too. I'm still getting paid for 8 hours. Accomplish the mission. Every day when you get up, set a goal for bedtime that night and try to work. I read one chapter of the Bible every morning, and I try to apply that one chapter to my life. That's how I do my daily devotion. Just like in the Marine Corps. Only there it's called the plan of the day. But life has been good over the last 43 years, 45 years. It was good the first 17 years too. I celebrated more birthdays, mine, my kids, my wife, my anniversaries. I celebrated more holidays overseas than I did in the continental United States. Out of those 23 years, I spent 19 Christmases overseas. Tried not to complain much about it. But it did get old. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I was going to post some music, and I don't even know if this is going to post because I've already had two videos that failed to post. I don't know if something's going on with YouTube or you know, we're having bad weather here, so I don't know if it's a satellite issue or what. So I've already tried to upload 2 videos and they both failed to post. So we'll give this one a shot. But anyways, happy anniversary to Dave.